our message is, it's nothing personal. So yeah, if somebody yells at you with a megaphone, it's nothing personal. So John told his therapist, "Everybody hates me." And his therapist replied, "That's ridiculous. Not everyone knows you." So today we're going to talk about why not to take things personally, if we take things personally, and how not to take things personally. So we're working out of the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And so he says, nothing other people do is because of you. It's because of themselves. Their point of view comes from all the programming they received during domestication. Isn't it great that we got domesticated? Some more than others, and that's okay. We're all like Sandra said, we're all doing the best we can. That's the fourth agreement. We'll get there. So Ruiz says, if someone says you're stupid and you take it personally, maybe it's because you believe you're stupid. So I had a sister who, one day I was typing out a letter, and I had some fun stuff in there, and she said, "That's stupid." And I'm like, I got so offended. I'm like, I am not stupid. She said, "No, I didn't say you're stupid." I said, "That's stupid." I'm like, well, I did that. So if you called that stupid, you're calling me stupid. So maybe I must believe I'm stupid somewhere. I was told that enough as a kid. You know, I was the youngest of 6. I don't know if you guys know that. So when you have 2 parents and 5 brothers and sisters who are all really smart, and you're the youngest, you probably seem a little stupider than them your whole life. So yeah, I found out that's one thing that's one of my buttons. So we got to work on that, Dennis. So Ruiz says we create an entire picture or movie in our mind. And in that movie, in that picture, we're the director, we're the producer, we're the main actor. And everybody else is secondary actors. It's our movie. So we ought to remember that about everybody else. Sandra's got her movie, Linda's got her movie, David has his movie, Joe has his movie, Zeke has his movie. So if in Zeke's movie, I'm a secondary character. Zeke's the main character, right, Zeke? You're the main character in your movie? Is it a good one? Are you the hero or are you the anti-hero? Depends on the day. Exactly, right? Exactly. From one day, somebody told me the other day, you're one of the kindest people I know. And I thought, God, if you were only inside my brain, you'd know differently. I didn't say that out loud, I just thought it. But so John, from our joke at the beginning, is writing his movie in which everybody hates him. And that's probably because he was taught that as a child, because his parents, of course, didn't know they were teaching him that. We talked about that last week. Our parents don't know the power that they have, so we don't realize what we're doing. So the parents are writing their own movie where they feel bad about themselves, and then they taught that to John. V&Co Coaching and Consulting says, taking things personally stems from a fundamental understanding, the often unacknowledged belief that external criticisms or judgments hold weight and define us. So we're the ones who decide if they hold weight or not. We're the ones who decide if they define us. So John's dad calls him stupid and worthless. And why should John take that personally? So V&Co says, I don't know if I have a slide for this one. Yep. It's because their words and actions are a reflection of their own perceptions, experiences, and belief, rather than any valid assessment of our worth or character. So that's why not to take things personally, because it's their assessment. Usually it's their assessment of themselves, and so they're projecting that onto us. So John and John's dad were taught that way of being. Ruiz says, don't automatically assume, or actually this is from V&Co, don't automatically assume that others' actions are directed at you personally. They may be dealing with their own issues. One day, Laren and I were at the grocery store, and we had a stack of coupons. Gave them to the clerk, and he's ringing them up, and a couple of them didn't work. And he's like, oh, these coupons you gave me don't work. I'm like, well, they're your coupons, so maybe you could figure that out. And he's like, well, I don't have time for that. I don't remember what he said. He may have, who knows what he said, but he just gave him back like it was our fault they didn't work. So I got incensed about this. What horrible customer service. So I went up and talked to the manager, because I want good customer service when I go to the grocery store. That's their job, right? Provide customer service. And the manager, got the coupons taken care of for us and said she would talk to the clerk. And then as we're going out to the car, I thought, I really got a little bit upset about that guy. I don't know what's going on in his life. Maybe his mother just died. Maybe his wife's in the hospital. I don't know why he's in a bad mood. The next time we went there, I apologized to him, and he did not remember at all the experience. I sure did, because I took it personally. That's one of my issues, is that I take it personally, so I'm going to be real frank with you guys. This is one of my things that I struggle with. So reading this and writing this has really helped me to see my own issues. I hope it helps you guys. If you do this, I hope it helps you too. So if we take it personally, like Ruiz said, if someone says you're stupid and you take it personally, maybe it's because you think you're stupid. So when you take things personally, then you feel offended. This is also from Ruiz. And your reaction is to defend your beliefs and create conflict. You make something big out of something so little because you have the need to be right and everyone else be wrong. That's what happened with me and my sister. You're wrong. I'm not stupid. I made a big deal. And she's like, no, I don't think you're stupid. I think you're brilliant. And I'm like, well, you sure don't act like it and you don't say it. But that's what our family was like. We didn't talk about how wonderful people were. We talked about all the stupid things we did. One of our little, ways of being. If we were better than somebody else, then we were okay. So if someone presses our buttons, why is that? Because we have buttons, right? So Ruiz says, taking things personally sets us up to suffer. This is a good one. We're addicted to suffering at different levels, and we support each other in maintaining these addictions. We agreed to help each other suffer. If you have a need to be abused, you'll find it easy to be abused by others. This is the law of attraction. It's like we have a sign on our back that says, please kick me. Does anybody have a sign on their back that says, please kick me? If anybody doesn't have a sign on their back, maybe we should do that. I don't anymore. Thank you. So when we take things personally, this is from Ruiz again, we eat all their emotional garbage and it becomes our garbage. Now, how many of us want someone else's garbage? Any of you guys want someone else's garbage? One man's trash is another man's treasure? No? Maybe at Goodwill? Go to Goodwill. You see a good dresser out on the road, please take me. I don't think that's what he's talking about. One day we gave away, we put out in the trash a chair that we had. We had bed bugs for once. I was living with my daughter, and I think she got the bed bugs from me. I got it from my roommate, who got it from a sheet he bought at Savers. Just beware. But so I had this lovely two-person chair and a half actually. A person and a half could fit in it. But it had bed bugs, and as we were sitting in it one day, there was a bed bug crawling across my arm. So I'm like, okay, we're getting rid of this right now. So I cut it up and marked it with magic marker and wrote bed bugs on it, put it out on the trash. The next day it was gone. I'm like, oh boy, I feel sorry for you, person who took that, because you don't want the bed bugs, believe me. So V & Co. says, by being offended or taking personally another suggestion, we give energy to a battle that need not be fought at all. It's an unfortunate waste of resources. So Dennis doesn't want to waste his resources anymore on these unnecessary battles. Ruiz says, personal importance, or taking things personally, is the maximum expression of selfishness, because you make the assumption that everything is about you. My mom used to tell me that. I'd complain to her about my oldest sister, who loved to say mean things about me, to me. My mom would say that. She'd say, it's not all about you. And to me, she was saying, everything isn't about me. But I was like, who's it about then? And I took that as the world doesn't revolve around you. But she may have meant it as, it's her problem. It's about her problems and not your problems. But I made it mine. I owned that problem for many, many years. So my sister would say things, and I needed to prove her wrong, but she was already wrong, right? She was wrong in that she didn't know her own worth. She didn't know that she was worthy of love, and so she didn't know I was worthy of love. So she was wrong about both of us. She had her garbage, and I let it be my garbage. So let's not make other people's garbage our garbage. So how do we do that? How do we not take things personally? We make a new agreement. So when you make a strong, Rui says, when you make a strong habit not to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. So if we want to be able not to take things personally, we focus on our own actions and reactions, not on interpreting every intention as a direct reflection of our worth or value. So that takes work. It doesn't just come naturally. So to make a new habit, you have to practice, practice, practice. V and Co says, we have more power over our reactions to others than we think. If others have power, it's because we gave them the power. We talked about that. When someone says something to us, we want to be like Glinda. This is what we want to do. We want to be like Glinda when she says to the wicked witch of the West, you have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you too. Of course, the wicked witch of the West looks up. Make sure there's no house coming down. But that's the power of words. Sometimes when people say something to us, it's like a house is coming down on us. So we want to make the habit of not taking things personally. So here are some ways. These are kind of long, so feel free to read through them with me. I skipped that one. Take time. Okay, here we go. Take time to reflect when you find yourself reacting to criticism and comments from others. Or you can take a picture of these if you want, because they're pretty long. Ask yourself why certain comments trigger strong emotions in you. Understanding your triggers can help you respond more thoughtfully rather than reactively. So triggers are the buttons I was talking about before. So we know what buttons are, we know what buttons we have. If we know what buttons we have, then we can see that our upset is from these buttons being pressed. Number 2, cultivate empathy towards others. Recognize that everyone has their own insecurities, fears, and struggles that influence their behavior and interactions. Viewing criticism with empathy toward what might be going on with the other person can help you respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. So like that grocery store clerk, I might have responded with compassion. Maybe he's having a bad day for whatever reason. His mom's in the hospital, or just because he doesn't believe he's worthy of love. Number 3, cultivate mindfulness through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or mindfulness activities. This helps you observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to respond more consciously to external stimuli, including criticism. So we can become observers of our emotions rather than victims of them. Isn't that nice? I remember reading a story, Dr. Wayne Dyer was talking about a lady who came in and said, Dr. Dyer, I am depressed. And he said, is the observer depressed? Got her thinking, is your observer depressed? Probably not. So let your observer observe the criticism and observe the reactions to the criticism. Notice if you're falling into judgmental mind, over-focusing on if someone is wrong or bad, and you're fighting to prove them wrong. So we don't need to prove anything if we know who we are, right? If we know who and what we are. We're children of God and we're worthy of love. Can we all say that? I'm a child of God and I'm worthy of love. Ready? I'm a child of God and I'm worthy of love. Amen. That feels good. I remember the first time I told myself I love you. This is probably just a couple years ago. My therapist was talking to me about it. She said, just tell yourself you love yourself. I've talked about this before. I love you, Dennis. Talked about this last week. The first time I said that to myself, I was like, wow, that feels really good. Let's all say that to ourselves. I love you, Dennis. And with feeling. I love you, Dennis. That feels good. Ooh. And then Ruiz, of course, talks about if others tell you you're wonderful, it goes both ways. He says, they may tell me they're wonderful, but that's them. And then the next day, they may tell me I'm horrible. But so he says, even if others tell you you're wonderful, they're not saying that because of you. But you know you're wonderful, right? Hopefully we all know we're wonderful by the end of this talk. If someone is not treating you, this is from Ruiz again, if someone is not treating you with love and respect, it's a gift if they walk away from you. If that person walks away, you will surely endure many years of suffering. If the person does not walk away, you will surely endure many years of suffering with him or her. But you can walk away. We can walk away. We can vote with our feet. Ruiz says, walking away may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. You will find that you don't need to trust others as much as you trust yourself to make the right choices. So walking away is a step away from victimhood into personal power, right? V & Co says, we have the choice of whether to internalize what's around us or simply to let it go. So let's think of something that we take personally. Let's take a moment, close our eyes. Let's imagine something that we took personally. And now let's imagine that it's a bag of garbage. So what are we going to do with that bag of garbage? Let's imagine ourselves taking it to the dumpster and just dropping it in, just letting it go. That felt good. That felt good. And now let's imagine ourselves washing our hands. Because you want to wash your hands after you take out the garbage. And now that our hands are clean, we can go back to creating something wonderful with our lives. We can make something holy. So today we talked about why not to take things personally, if we take it personally, and how not to take things personally. And just a last question. How is holy water made? Boil the hell out of it. Thank you. And thank you for watching. If you're online, I failed to mention that before. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching us. And we hope to see you next week. All right, we have something coming up. Oh, a song. This is a beautiful song. Please enjoy it.
Sometimes I'm not sure who I am, or even if I'm where I'm supposed to be. Grateful for all of my memories, starting to feel like I need new air. Today isn't my forever. I'm always changing for the better. Listen closely to my soul, to know what I've got to let go. And every single day I'm looking forward. Be brave, embrace change, taking steps into the unknown, breaking free, finding clarity. What's best for me, I will find my way. Every single day I find darling. I choose to focus on myself and promise to always put myself first. Today isn't my forever. I'm always changing for the better. I listen closely to my soul to know what I've gotta let go. And every single day I'm looking forward. Be brave, embrace change. Take steps into the unknown, breaking free, finding clarity. What's best for me, I will find my way. Every single day I find my way. Whatever stays, whatever goes, I know what's best for me will happen. I'm ready to put myself first. Whatever stays, whatever goes, I know what's best for me will happen. I'm ready to put myself first. 'Cause every single day I'm looking forward. Be brave, embrace change. Taking steps into the unknown, breaking free, finding clarity. What's best for me, I will find my way. Every single day I find my way. Every single day I find my way. Every single day I find my way.
Good stuff. Just kind of went along with that talk a little bit, didn't it? Is that a coincidence? Probably not. All right. Let's say this together. I am a beloved child of God, here to be an ambassador of good. Nice. All right. So now it's time for giving. Like the message says, this space is here because of your generous giving. That's how this church is supported, by people giving from their hearts. And we really appreciate it. Thank you. So let's say together, not working. Can you flip that, Joe? It's not working. There we go. Say this together. I am a joyful sharer of my good. I remember that as I give, I receive, and that God is my source. Thank you. We do have a QR code for giving. There it is. So if you want to use Zelle or PayPal, you can use this. Or PayPal is unityoftempe@gmail.com. And that's a QR code if you want to use that. We're so thankful for the beloved people who are giving gifts from their hearts that help support this church. We're thankful for all the people who are here today, and bless the people who can't be here today. We bless all those prayers in the prayer box. We see them being answered just as they should. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Thank you. All right. Want to stay connected? You can sign up for our emails at our welcome table, which is right over here. Subscribe and like. Go to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Unity of Tempe. We want you to know you are loved, that you belong. So if you can share the gift of the community, invite a friend. We'd love to have that. Join us next Sunday for more spiritual support and inspiration. Oh, this is a song. So James Dillett Freeman wrote the words to the prayer for protection, and I wrote the music to this. So some of you may know it by now. Please sing along if you don't know it. We're going to sing through it twice, so you'll know it by the Second time. Here we go. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love. The power of God protects me. I am the power. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence wherever I am. God is, now sing as us. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Oh, thank you. I heard some of you singing along. Thank you. All right. Oh, I already said goodbye to the people online, but I'll say goodbye to you again. Thanks for watching.